Okay, hi guys. I'm Ernest. As you know me, I draw cartoons online mostly. I'm a webcomic artist, or I would say a comic book artist. I've been drawing for the past, professionally for the past 10 years. But I started drawing since I was, my first comic, I drew my first comic when I was 5. Yeah, that was, and I was the kind of guy, I was kind of student that likes to draw in my exercise books or my buku latihan. In fact, I still do keep these books. uh, I took this picture like last week. So yeah, they're all intact. The carbon from the pencils are a little bit faded, but I have a lot of these exercise books that I used to draw in. And back in school, I was also the kind of student that didn't like to go to class because the teachers would always pick me to go and draw murals in the school canteen or the school walls, and I would always say yes because I can skip classes, so I can draw and paint on walls. Some other teachers didn't like it very much, so I got punished for it. So I'm going to introduce to you a few of the big, most viral works that I've done. This is called the Godzilla Problem, and I got inspired to do this one after watching the movie itself. So, how I tackled this topic, it came in 3 stages. One is identifying the problem. Second is finding the solution, and lastly is get the final answer lah. So for me, I after watching the movie, I realized there was this big problem where Godzilla seems to be on the surface of the sea, but he's not tall enough. Yeah, the sea is actually about 3,000 meters deep on average, and Godzilla is only 120 meters. So I came up with a lot of ideas of how he could have possibly done that. So we have mountain, we have rubbish, we have a friendly wheel giving him a ride, or a nimbus cloud. There actually like more than 10 solutions, and I actually wanted to cut out some, but I thought it was not funny. But then my girlfriend was like saying, you know what, just put everything. And this was my final result. I just decided that, yep, the punchline is this one, where yes, Godzilla just has really long legs, and he's not the king of monsters, he's actually the king of legs. Yeah. So this one really went viral worldwide, about 100,000 shares. And next one is the cool kids. Yes, I posted this sometime about in August last year. It didn't go as viral as the Godzilla one because Godzilla one was shared worldwide. This one was shared mostly in Malaysia, about 4,000 shares. But still, I really enjoyed doing this one. And I'm going to explain how I was inspired to come up something like that. It all started because the McDonald's in Bukit Bintang came up with a signboard, McD, MEKDI, and there were a lot of memes online, shortening all these fast food names like KFC, there's KFC, Pizza Hut as Pizza Hut. Then I thought that I should sketch them out as characters. Then I realized they forgot one person, which is AMW. And I kind of like imagined, what if all these fast food were like students in school? And yep, McD and KFC is the cool kids, and I'm the not so cool one because I like to draw. So I end up as NW, the not so cool kid. So I'm the set bear. After that, I was inspired to actually draw all of them. So I sketch all the fast food that I can think of in a class setting. These are all the sketches that I have. I don't usually share this with anyone. So yeah, I'm actually quite embarrassed with my sketches actually. So, but yeah, you guys can see it here. So I did some, and some of the characters I had to like readjust if they don't really look like the initial sketches, because sometimes you have to update the designs of the characters. You can see Texas Chicken looks different, and Ramly Burger also looks different. As I progress, I like to like make changes to improve on the initial design, so I don't follow the sketches 100%. And I compiled all of them and put them in the classroom and gave them characteristics. And there you have it. From a simple signboard in Bukit Bintang became like a viral content that I did last year. And this artwork got me a lot of opportunities. I sold T-shirts, which sold very well. And yeah, and my most recent work is called Covidball Z. I actually had no idea what to call it, and I just like, you know what, just whack one name, take the word Dragonball Z and just change it to Covidball Z. This is an ongoing series right now. It's actually my most stressful project right now because every week I have to come up with a new chapter. So it all starts off with me drawing boxes and frames and to plan out the story, how it will go, because I only limit myself to about 10 to 11 pages per chapter. So this is actually the most challenging part. I hate this part the most because to fit everything into 10, 11 pages is actually quite challenging, and especially how you want to combine, how you want to story the flow. It's very important to keep it concise. This is the process. I usually sketch them with a blue 2B pencil first, a blue color pencil. I'll sketch it out like this first. This is actually quite fast. I actually can complete 10 pages of sketches in an hour. Then I'll move on to inking. This is the inking stage, and this is actually the most boring stage. I don't fancy this stage a lot, but not as much. I hate scripting more, but this is all right. Not as, I don't hate this as much, but it's very boring because you're just tracing back the lines that you draw. And how I reward myself is to always ink the favorite panel the last. And actually what you're looking at is my most favorite panel, my most favorite page actually, because it involves a lot of characters and colors. And then after, once you're done with inking, you put in all the major colors. As you can see, it still looks a bit flat, not as interesting. So you add in some background, add in some shadows, add in some like shiny effects, smoking gun, and then you basically have your artwork lah. And to give it more flavor and more depth, and makes the artwork looks nicer lah. For me, at least to me lah. I have to feel that it's nice. I'd be a bit embarrassed to post it up. And then I'll just put in the text, and there you have it. One page. A page like this can take about 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours. One page. It depends on how many elements in this. This one is quite complicated because there's a lot of different things and different colors. So this one took me about like 3.5 hours. Yeah, and that's it. That's how I draw my comics.